If you're an entrepreneur and you're in B2B space and you're looking to get new leads from Facebook, this is the system that you need to follow in 2026 to maximize lead generation through meta ads. So let's go into it. This is the system that you need to follow to make this possible. So the first step is customer avatar. So you're making 2-3 different avatars of your ICP, and in each avatar you will have bullet points of their pain points, the size, and the circumstance that they find themselves in. With this avatar work, we'll make meta ads based on it, and we'll have at minimum 25 to 40 individualized diverse ads. Some will be static, the rest will be videos, and they all will be following this hook, body, and CTA structure. If it's a video, it will be about 60 to 90 seconds long, and you'll be scanning what works and fix what doesn't, and we will always be testing new angles. And this is what the campaign structure will look like. We will be following a CBO structure. This means campaign budget optimization, which means that the budget will be allocated at the campaign level, meaning that if, let's say, ad set 1 is performing better than ad set 2 and ad set 3, then the budget will be more used for ad set 1 to maximize its engagement and reach to your ICP. So this is what the campaign looks like. You have CBO, this is the campaign, and then inside it you have 3 different ad sets with different targeting settings. Inside each ad set we'll have at least 10 to 30 ads with 3 to 5 different headlines and 3 to 5 different body copies. Some will be long, some will be medium, and some will be short copies. And so broad is where we create ad creatives and we leave it completely to the hands of the YouTube algorithm to figure out who is the right buyer for your ad. Interest stack is think like broad but with some filter on the top, and this filter includes demographics, behaviors, and traits that is believed to match your ICP. And lookalike is extreme filtering options where it will be using the characteristics of your past buyers, and it will be using that past characteristics to match the next potential buyer. So basically it uses your buyer data to find the next person that closely resembles to this past buyer, and this ad will be shown to that person. We only will do lookalike if we have enough sales data to justify using it. And the definition of what is a lookalike audience is need to have at least 500 sales qualified leads, purchase events, or marketing leads, qualified leads. That will allow us to use this ad set. But if you don't have that data and you're just starting out to using meta ads, then you'll only be focusing on ad set 1 and ad set 2. So from the traffic that you get from meta, we'll funnel them into this VSL page, and inside this VSL page there will be a hero section that tells your offer, your videos, and who is it for and who is it not for, and there'll be sections to emphasize with your ICP pain points, and the solution section to show what they're missing out, and there'll be tons of social proof on the page, and there'll be an FAQ section to break objections and to answer any questions that your ICP might have. And the whole aim of this VSL funnel page is to have them to sign up for the application to book calls, right? And so when you have a application as a call to action button, it will be using Typeform. This is a application software, and based on the responses there'll be 2 different pathways. So if the responses that they give is not, that doesn't show that might be a good fit, then you will direct them to a lower offer product, or we can give them a free buy resource, or we just straight up and say, sorry, you don't qualify. But if the responses that they give shows that they could be a good fit for you, then we'll direct them to a candidate site where they'll be booking a date and time for the call. And so once they already booked, they'll be directed to a confirmation page that lets them know the email is coming, and we'll have a longer video sales letter to explain the mechanism more in detail, and we'll have a vault of case studies and social proof to show that you're credible, legitimate, and that you are the person that they need for the problem. And there will be a FAQ section again for objections and stuff like this. And there are two ways that you can do to track the needs that comes through to your CRM. So one way is you can have a standard code event in confirmation page, where if a need ends up in this confirmation page, the pixel data will be fired back to the Facebook algorithm to show that this is the person that you're looking for. So with this data, will be so the targeting will be much more precise. But it's not as accurate as a second option, where you'll have the needs come to your CRM stage, and you will check the needs manually yourself to see if it's sales qualified. And you do this by having like a 2 minute call with them, and you ask some few questions to see if they're qualified for the call. If they are qualified, then we'll simply just move the needs into a sales qualified stage into the CRM, and that pixel data will be fired back to the to the Facebook algorithm, so that its precise targeting options will be much more accurate to finding the next person for your offer. The second option is much more better because it's manual based effort, because you'll be checking the needs yourself to see if they are qualified. But once they are into your CRM stage, you will have a pre-call nurture sequence just right before the call to ensure that the show rates to the call is high, and people do actually show up to the call because they trust you, they're warmed by you, and they just want to get into personalized help for their business. So what will this contain? So the pre-call nurture will have 3 different things that we can do to ensure that the prospect actually shows up to the call. So one way is the pre-call sequence. So this is email-based sequence. So first email is the confirmation email. So this is the email that will be sent when they already finish the application from the type form, and that they end up in the confirmation page. They will get a confirmation email that shows them the expectations of the call, that when the date of the call, and the links of the call, and any other pieces of information. They'll also be getting case studies and objection breaking emails. So the way we do things is, once they are in the application stage, candidate site, and when they are booking the call, it is always 3 days ahead of when they're booking the call. So let's say it's Tuesday and they are on candidate site. The next available call for them will be Friday. So that's 3 days down in the line. And the reason why you want like 3 days notice period is that we need time to pre-nurture them before the call, so that they can show up warm and just waiting to be closed by you. So there will be a pre-call sequence of maybe 12 emails between the day that you book the call and the call itself. So if it's 12 emails, that'll be like 4 emails per day to give your prospect the information and the convincing factor that they need to be warned by you. So that's the pre-call sequence. The second thing is we'll have like 40 to 70 pieces of organic content in marketing to custom audience. So this is where you'll be creating 40 to 70 different pieces of content that is case studies, that is objection breaking, that is giving enough information about your niche to custom audience, and custom audience is the list of audience that sees the ad, and they'll be shown organically content through that. So this is just another way for people to actually see the nurture sequence, and that way we will do is, and this is especially important for some businesses that might have a lower budget for meta ads, is that it is important to manually nurture each lead that comes into your pipeline. One way to do this is you can do like SMS communication type, where you'll be messaging the prospect themselves and you're just checking with them to see if they have everything they need before the call. So maybe they want a question that wants to be answered, or maybe they want a particular resource before the call, or they want a much more personalized guidance before the call. So you come in and you help to solve these type of issues and questions for the prospect before the call happens. So you're just making sure that the prospect has everything they need, the questions already answered, and if they need any particular resource, you'll be there to make sure to give it to them. And the whole point of this pre-call nurture, like I said, is to increase the show rates to your call, and it's also to make sure the needs are warm, trust you, and can see that you're the most obvious choice and solution to their problems. So then it comes to the call stage where the prospect will call you and you have a sales conversation on how you can help the business. And that's the system in a nutshell. That's what the system will look like. And if we follow this from customer avatar stage to the call stage, you will have leads coming to your pipeline automatically and easily and simple, because you don't have to DM or outreach any of your ICP, and this process is automatic. The only constraint is the paid ads section, where you have to fill in like fresh new creatives and also the data of the entire system themselves. So let's say, for example, the landing page optimization, so CVR. So let's say you got really good traffic, but not many convert at funnel page stage. It just means you need to change the funnel page to make it more appealing, credible, and have enough information for people to convert. So that's the only constraint, is two constraints. One is fresh new ad creatives, to see the data of this entire system, to see what stage needs improvement. And if you want me to implement and build this system for you, and this is for high-ticket B2B founders, this is my offer for you. This is a done for you VSL funnel and meta ads acquisition system, and you will guarantee at least 5 new signed clients in Latin days, or you don't pay. So what does that mean? We'll have a clear acquisition system where you have a single connected system designed to take someone from first touch, trust, convocation to book calls, and every part is built to support next. And you'll have meta ads that is built to attract buyers. So I want meta ads around your buyers, real pain points, objections, and decision-making process based on customer avatar work that we do up front. So this means multiple creative angles tested properly, ads written to attract buyers and repel non-buyers, and you only scale ad spend only when the data supports it, and the goal is to bring the right people into the system consistently, and you'll have a landing page that does the heavy lifting before the call. So the VSL page or the landing page will make the prospect feel understood, break objections, and position you as the most logical choice before the call happens. I'll handle your CRM automations and structure behind the scenes. So behind the front end, everything's wired properly, so that means the setup needs tracking automations between the stages, and you have a clear visibility on who's booked, who showed up, and what's working, so nothing slips through the cracks. and you're not dealing with one person for ads, another for pages, another for emails. I own the entire acquisition system end to end. This means faster iteration, clear communication, and decision making based on results. And it means your growth doesn't stall because of hand jobs, slow communication, or blame between different parties. So if you're interested in me to build this for you, the next step is your code consultant or a business owner in a B2B niche, and you're already doing a revenue of at least $20,000 a month, and you want a much more predictable way to generate qualified leads and calls. Click the book a call with Fahim button down below. You'll walk through your business, your offer, and your numbers to see if the system makes sense for you. If it's not the fit, I'll tell you honestly, no pressure, no obligation, and you actually have two ways to do it. You can either go to my X account on Twitter and you can DM me and you can talk more, or you can go to my landing page and you can book the call. Like I said, with book a call with Fahim button, you can do on the landing page and you'll have a candidate site to book the calls. And these two will be links in the video description, so you can choose how you want to contact me. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this video is much of a value to you when it comes to leads acquisition through meta ads. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon on the call.